difficult to be on the correct side at the correct time, just purely due to the fact that they can rush as a three-man collective, and unless you have that utility from being able to buy, you're going to be overwhelmed really, really quickly. So, in theory, this should become a very T-sided map.
All right. Well, the T-side will be the polls, starting things off here as we'll be heading into the pistol round momentarily. A map I'm sure we're all familiar with now. The 3v3 aspect can change the dynamic of this map a little bit. It really depends on how these teams want to play it out. But for the moment, it looks like those Ts are going straight for the B side.
Yeah, and this is pretty much recommended. I think if any CT side actually is able to deny rounds here, it's going to be very impressive. Mostly due to the fact that, you know, if three players swarm towards a site, let's say one of them, let's say Rock or, you know, Cubeson, actually bought some items rather than just going straight in with nothing. Like if they got a flash or a smoke, they could easily open up the bomb site very quickly, or even just a smoke towards CT, or just let Raid Boss Isaac get wrecked in the end. He gets picked up through mid, and actually that's just changed things.
That's right. Terracid is going to come up behind Rock and pick him up. Not before Thank went down, but now the 2v1 happens, and this is the standard in the 3v3 game type. If you're CT, to cover the whole map with three players is very difficult, so being dynamic is the best way to do it, and you've got to love Terracid's push up from behind through Long, and that Longhouse. And the bomb is down in mid, so Cubeson has to make his way there pretty soon. Longhouse.
Where's Longhouse?
That's as you go to A Long, and then in through where the double doors are. The two sets of double doors.
It's very exciting.
Well, I don't know what you guys call it, but...
There we go. Wait. You mean this?
Yes. Here? Yep.
Long doors.
Long doors?
Is this a house in Australia?
Well, we call it Long House. Yeah.
Toby? It's got a...
Does too.
It's got a skyline. Toby has classy housing. That's what that international Dota money. Dota bills, y'all. Toby's going to hate me by the end of the event. Great first impression, Lauren. Nailed it. Anyway, we are back into this. The Tech-9 bio coming out for round 2. Only for Isaac, the rest just going for a little bit of armor, a flash on towards Cube, and the others with the full P90 setup. Now, this actually may work. You can hold fairly close, and then you can rotate quickly off the back of it. Yeah,
that's right. I mean, it really depends on where the French choose to try and defend from. I mean, Thank, for example, is actually holding a fairly long angle over on the A side as Isaac pushes in. So this actually is definitely a possibility for Isaac if he gets some shots towards the head.
Why are you here?
Don't know.
You are not Goose.
Goose. So the bomb was initially taken towards short, now being pushed back in towards mid, and I think Isaac there is going to catch the train.
Bait and switch, boys. And now B's completely open. This is the problem, that on this site, on this map, unless you play maybe like one dedicated mid, maybe B ramp, one guy just sitting on A bomb, you can literally just drag people around, and that's exactly what they're doing. They've faked over towards B, faked over towards A, and now they're back to A. It's going to be so hard for CT sides. Like, them picking up the first pistol is very impressive.
CT side, as I said, one mid, one B, one A, that splits you a lot, and if the terrorists always had that advantage of being able to move as a group, and you can so overwhelm so easily. Now here's the work on towards short. We see that from a distance there. That was interesting. Two guys with P90s just spraying each other at range, but Cubeson eventually got the kill, and that is going to bring up the first T-side round for the Polish. Yeah, the CT side a little bit now strapped for cash, if I can actually use words. It's very difficult to speak. But yeah, they went for that P90 investment, which clearly didn't work out. I think it was a little too heavy. I'd say just a little bit lighter, maybe like an MP7, something along those lines. Would have done just fine. You don't need much more than that. My observing is incredible. Basically, you can call me Steel. I just don't match fix. But Isaac is going to go straight for the A-bomb site. Nade out Goose. There is one along which could cause an issue, but they only have the USPSs, zero armor. So these P90s will rip through them. And you're seeing Isaac just enjoying that fact. Those SMGs are just so nasty.
Kelly jump. Didn't do the Kelly jump.
No.
Goofly. Apparently it's supposed to be Callie. Do you know how much it annoys me when it's like, his name was what?
KQLY.
KQLY.
Looks like Zipniks as well. We don't always know how they want those pronounced. So it's funny because you get your name pronounced wrong once and everyone has pronounced it wrong for ages. That's kind of how it goes. Of course, there was Isaac just on your screen there. The Polish off to a decent start here with their second T round. They continue to push the envelope.
That's freezing.
Across the table.
I think Toby's about to hit me with a piece of paper or the fly that we... Didn't we name the fly that's in the...
Thomas.
Was it Thomas? No. What's the fly's name? Bruce.
Bruce?
Where's Thomas come from?
We named the fly on Thursday night.
Oh, you named it then as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Several names regardless, the bomb is down.
See, there's so few and far between here in Germany. You name them. In Australia, you walk outside and like there are 30 like on your back if you ever stop moving.
Probably just use that sweaty match.
I am a sweaty boy. I get sweaty really easily. Yeah. Especially when it's quality CSGO like this.
It's very high tier. I'm actually learning how to use the P90.
It is a clinic. Isaac is putting on a clinic for us here.
Clinic?
Clinic.
What's that? Don't look at Toby for help. Don't look at him for help with your weird words. You're making stuff up and looking at Toby.
A teaching session.
You look at Toby because he's your way out now. It's like, I'll make a word up. Toby will agree to catch out Lauren.
Maybe it's just an Australian term that we use.
Clinic.
Yeah, so like, for example, I went to a clinic, like a soccer football clinic, as you call it here.
If you're in England, you're saying you go to the clinic, there's something else going a little wrong, to be fair.
I don't know. It's just the word that we use. Toby's just frazzled. He's got no idea. Isaac could take it down there. Bullet to the head from Teresid. And 2v2 now. And a big player from Poland is down.
But the bomb is still with the T side. So they have actually a really decent opportunity with this one. If he can take down the one player on A, or at least nade him down a little bit, you can open up this whole map. It's still highly possible. 1 minute on the board. Hubson, let's see what you got here. 1v2. Gonna look for the crossy spots. One up on towards short. As we think that. But not going to really get the connection he wants. He's down to 4 HP, and he's kind of fluffed his lines already. And a nade will trickle towards him.
Rolled.
And it does the job. And actually, to be completely honest, I thought the T-side would be doing far greater than this. I'm surprised they're not just going with the P90 by rush B every round.
Yeah, I don't know. I really thought that they'd sort of be racking up more rounds than this. Isaac is 7-1-2. And all 3 Frenchmen have 2 frags to their name. So they're all, they're all contributing, they're all chipping in. Rock is yet to actually chalk one up yet, so he's had a little bit of a tough time. We'll have to see how he goes here as Isaac now making the push towards B. A little bit of a split for the T's here, just sending 2 to this side.
Isaac's actually being outdone. That was absolutely perfect play on that B side coming up from Link and just destroyed 2 players. Sure, Rock probably wasn't the issue, but Isaac actually played that pretty well, but just the spray control was very, very on point from the French side. Nicely done there. They do have bomb to hand as well. They've already got a player pushing through those low B tunnels. They have complete map control, and it's a matter of time before Cubson gets spotted and taken down. So Lane there with really impressive play.
This is pretty good. I mean, it was maybe a little bit cocky from Isaac in that position. Wasn't really using cover. That's about as rudimentary as we can really be about that. Nice work by Lang, just held tight. And look, this is kind of better than I expected the French to perform. Only 3 rounds so far have been chalked up by the Polish, and considering what we've seen from them before, maybe we haven't been giving the French enough credit here.
No, these guys got to go on. We're going to see how it goes on long as well, and Teresid's just waiting and watching. He's pushing forward a little close, but he does get both kills. Isaac can rock it down, and he can go for the 3rd. The pop flash did not work from the T side, and the CT side, even though they're outnumbered, they could have done... I don't know, they could have done so much more damage towards them there. The T-side actually didn't use utility as well as I'd hoped. They didn't use their flashes. They're on a decent amount of money, bearing in mind. They can still buy up here, and there's enough to get the utility to support it. They need to do the flashes, the mollies. They need to start playing smarter CS. They're taking it a little too lightly, and I'm sure Isaac will start stepping up here. We're going to see that straight smoke out towards mid, flash through over the double doors. That could open up a chance now towards short, which he's going to utilize, but there's 2 players waiting, and actually, he flashed up the first, but he should be able to exit that just in time. Teresid in the perfect positioning there on short. He doesn't have time for the reload, but we know there's still 1 more player on that side waiting.
2v2 happens, and Nathake is sitting just a bit out from that bomb side, takes down Cubson as he tries to make his way down on short. Rock is the last man standing with the bomb in his hands, but he hasn't got any kills yet. So this is, it's by the numbers. Not an easy job for the man. As he makes his way up that ramp, he will at least get himself onto the bomb side and will probably be able to start planting. But Thank will be close by. Rock will get the plant. I don't know if they actually heard anything there. He will know now the bomb is planted. He goes for the head. He can connect the shot here. This could be a bit messy, and Rock is actually going to be able to pick him up there. His first frag of the game coming at such a crucial time. Yeah,
flash comes out from Lane, but I know that Rock's not going to be flashing. Actually, Rock's in a great spot then. What a way to make a debut.
Clutch as you like.
Final round on that side as well. Very impressive stuff.
4 rounds apiece. 4 T-sided rounds, and I do believe, I assume that we are still going by a time limit sort of scenario here. I believe so. Yeah, what do you think, Lauren? What are your thoughts on this?
8 rounds, both sides.
You reckon?
Yeah.
We're not going for the format of the time limit and only the T-side rounds count?
Oh yeah, the T-side rounds only do count. Yep.
All right.
So 4 so far coming in. And we are seeing, this is what I expected to see. This was the sort of play that I thought was going to come out. And actually, it's smart positioning to put Isaac on this site because he can kind of do these 1v2s, maybe even a 1v3 if he's pushed to it, and he should be able to get in the position he's at, baited out by those double doors. They will go towards Cubeson, but there is a player still on that B platform, and it is Isaac, and he does get his first 3K to start the pistol well.
Isaac, his movement there was so good. Thank came towards him just where the boxes were, and Isaac just sort of rotated out and went up towards platform. Thank never knew what hit him. He thought Isaac had retreated towards double doors, and he killed that player, but clever little footwork there for Isaac over on that B site. It's going to secure the first round here for the CTs, and don't forget Pole and France need 4 rounds here. They need 4 T-side rounds at least to even things up, but the Polish are doing some serious work here in mid. Isaac there with the famous standing and delivering, and Thank is the only man standing. He's going to get pushed. That was that.
Did you just quote Adam and the Ants?
Standing and delivering.
Stand and deliver.
Yeah.
Do you know the drummer, Terry, is actually a good friend of my family's?
There you go.
Yeah, really good guy.
Oh, me.
Today you learned, people at home. Are
Me.
you excited?
EIL.
I like Adam and the Ants, though. Puss in Boots, another good song. Stand deliver. Frigging in the rigging. One of my favourites. Anyway, back to the game. T-side going in for that B push, but look at Isaac. This positioning is perfect. He gets to come up, watch down 1. Nade. Doesn't connect, but they are just around that corner. There are 2 players down there. Needs to be a little bit careful. Careful and cautious, all in one. Words are hard. But they are in the right place, and now the T-side's kind of outdone here.
Slowly make his way through window. Lank went down. He's actually kind of out in the open there on the B side, and Cubeson was able to get the drop on towards him. It should be fairly straightforward here for the CTs to hold onto this one, as Rock did find Thank in those lower tunnels. And it brings up another round. So still no T-side rounds for the French here. It's going to take a fair bit for them, and unfortunately the economy, they've got enough money.
Yeah, they can buy up here. They're just going to miss out on some utility. I'd just say the point is that really Isaac's just been in the right place, and he's been very aggressive with his plays. So, for example, he'll just go for the push. He'll just go aggressive to see where they're going, which is smart. If you're that confident, you might as well. So I have to see if he can actually convert this into more rounds further down the line. But at this rate, it's doing really, really nicely for the CT side, which is the Polish team.
All right. He's going to work his way out on towards short here, and this one is going to be a tough one, I think, for the French at this stage. Everyone's a little bit tagged up, though. Damage has been sustained. Isaac finds Terracid now, and Thank is looking to try and put some work with this bomb here. He should be heading straight towards this bomb site. It is opened up here. Get that bomb down, the sooner the better. But the defense now coming up towards that short. Cubeson and Isaac will be waiting for this one, but Lake gets a cheeky little pick on towards the head of Isaac, sending him packing, and Cubeson is also very, very low.
And they still have a smoke. He's kind of wasted that towards short. It's actually behind the player, but Cubeson's only on 7 HP. He's going to make the play towards the site, and Link is there. And Link does what he does best, and he actually made such a big difference that round.
That was huge. The French, well, they needed that round. Not a moment too soon. They need a couple more, though. I think they can still make those 4 rounds if they need to. It's a possibility. And
what other games are going on at the moment? I think there's Germany against
Nordic at the moment.
Against Nordic. Okay, so that's one of the other games. All right. So, Link, Fake, and Terracid need to start racking up a little bit more of the play together, I feel. That's the biggest problem they're missing here is they're playing very individually. They're playing as one. That was a stunning shot from Link, though. He actually does manage to pick up Rock, open up that A-bomb site, and now the 2 players, Isaac is going to try and rotate towards the site itself, up on towards that A platform. Oh, the cross from Link comes out, but the timing was awful. The flash just kind of caught him off then, and now Fake and Terracid are left with it all to do.
You know, Link and Terracid, we talked about that synergy before the game. We kind of, were thinking that they would maybe make a bit more of a difference here, but it's not. Isaac is just too strong. That's another ace for him in this round. And he just was holding very nicely there from CT, making life very, very hard for Team France at the moment. Lank has 9 kills, 9 for 8, Terracid 7 for 10, and Thank 4 for 9. And of course, definitely a different story over on the Polish side of things. Isaac is carrying his team here to victory.
Carrying like a champ. Yeah, T-side struggling a little bit. They don't quite have the lead in this just yet, but it looks like they're going to try and hit that B-bomb site, which they will actually have a good shot towards. Terracid will catch out Cubeson and will claim the B side their own, but through those B tunnels there's a man lurking, and it is Isaac. And he has every bit of utility still. Takes on the first, takes down Link, and now 2 players on the side. They're actually challenging this brave or stupid, I'm not sure which, but so far not working out at all as Terracid, last man standing, tucked in the corner, waiting for the inevitable here. Isaac walks out, doesn't check the corner.
He fluffed it.
Oh my, Isaac! Oh my God, Isaac, what are you doing, buddy? That was your chance. Actually, this is doing well for Terracid. He needs one more shot to land. Rock up against Terracid. They're both almost out of ammo. Rock has 3 bullets and he uses it, but time is of the essence. And he certainly doesn't have on his side. And well, there we go. That's going to be a round closed down. The T-side pick it up.
There it is, bomb is being defused, and good work there for Terracid just to hold on and stall out the CTs as they're trying to get that defuse. That's the second T-side round, I believe, coming up here for the French. They need 2 more, and it is crunch time right now. They've got 2 more rounds to do it. They must win these next 2 to at least even things up.
Yeah, they definitely do. They need a little bit of work on this one. But to be fair, you know, I think that was an error from Isaac. Of course, you can't expect him to ace every single round, but he could have maybe pulled off a little bit of a better check in towards that corner. But still, 3v3.
You've got to check your corners here. Especially when you're going up against players you never played with or against before. You just so many variables that can go unchecked here, and you can see Lanknet trying to work his way towards long. Put some shots on towards Rock, but Rock is very sharp with the M4. Puts that bullet in his opponent's head. And now it's just Snake to try and work his way through. He'll go down. He's not even able to get on towards the A side. That long A is held down so nicely by Isaac and Rock.
Oof, it is very warm in here. My word. Oh, at least it's not as bad as actually the ESL Pro League finals, where it was like 35 or something ridiculous.
That was intense.
I melted in this chair.
Yeah, I was upstairs. I didn't have to wear a suit under lights. It was still absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, it's just not pleasant.
The Eagles.
That is pleasant though. Isaac again taken down instantly, and even him saying like nice one, like. What is this? The Juan Diggers have come out. It's, you know, Toby Juan is here, so they must impress.
I don't know how we're going to make that stick. I just don't think we can make that a thing. But
I will say it enough until it happens, all right? If you say it with enough conviction, people will believe you. All right, this is my theory. All right.
Dear me, I think that one is that. I'm pretty sure that game is going over to the polls there, and Isaac looking pretty happy with himself. French, honestly, they got a few rounds on. I think it was 3 T-sided rounds for them. Wasn't quite enough there. And Dust 2 is that kind of map, as we sort of said before. Terrors can be so mobile on that map with CT.